What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex here, and you're watching the Marvel edition of the Ragin Nation show. This is just a web series where we're talking about all things matter to me in the world of Marvel films. This is episode number 143, and I'm sure by now you guys have seen the Avengers Infinity War trailer number 2. It was awesome. It was epic. Did a reaction video for it, and it was so awesome. I cannot wait. Now I got to do a trailer breakdown for you guys because in my reaction, I saw so much stuff. But there's a lot of stuff going on there. We got to talk about it. So let's just go into this shot right here of New York City. The camera's rotating. We see something in the sky. It's like some kind of anomaly or like an asteroid or something. But it turns out it's a portal. And War Machine, Bruce Banner, Black Widow are looking up at it. I think they're standing at the hangar of Avengers headquarters. And here's the Sanctum Sanctorum where Doctor Strange resides, and you see in the reflection of the you know, this glass thing, this window with the trademark Doctor Strange thing. You see in the reflection that there's something flying. It's like a comet or a meteorite, but of course that is the arrival of some bad guys, and I'm not sure which Sanctum Sanctorum this is. If it's the New York one or the one in London. Anyways, moving on, we got a shot of the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's got he's actually not the first stone. That's the second stone. So he's got the, I think he's already got the Power Stone, and now he's got the Blue Stone, which is the, I forgot which gem the Blue Stone was, but it's from the Tesseract that we saw in the Avengers in the very first film. And then you can see it fits onto his gauntlet very, very perfectly. And in the next shot, we got Gamora. And I was thinking during the beginning of the trailer, there's a narration going on. It's a female voice, and it turns out it's Gamora. Gamora is, of course, talking about her adopted father, Thanos. And then Tony Stark's like, who's this guy again? What's his name again? Thanos. And what's very funny is that, you know, they introduced Thanos in Avengers, the very first film, the very first Avengers film, and Tony Stark and all the other characters were in it, and I was thinking to myself, like, shouldn't he know? But of course he doesn't know, and nobody else knows except the Guardians because, well, they never had any interaction with them. I mean, with Thanos ever. This is his very first encounter, so very, very interesting. I never even thought about that. Now, Thanos takes his helmet off, and I was thinking, is this the last time we see him with his helmet? Because, boom, takes it right off, and I'm thinking, like, okay, he's gonna look bald the entire movie, right? Here's Peter Parker back in New York City, and we see him, you know, suiting up because I'm sure he sees the thing in the sky, and he decides he's got to check it out. Swings underneath a bridge in really, really cool fashion. And then next we have the a wide shot of, I think that's Manhattan, and the portal is just right over Manhattan. We have Iron Man flying towards it in his new suit. It's a brand new suit. I believe it's a bleeding edge armor. And what's really, really cool is that when he puts his feet together, put his heels together, and he clicks it 3 times, he says there's no place like home. He's back in Kansas. No, it doesn't do that, okay? But when he puts his feet together, it forms really powerful thrusters so he can get towards his destination. Meanwhile, at Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, there's some damage in the background to the stairwell, and I'm just wondering, is this damage from the Doctor Strange movie when he was fighting with the bad guys, or is this new damage that we get to see in the movie and he's never repaired it? I'm just wondering who caused that damage, what kind of fight was going on there. So that's very, very interesting. During the narration, it mentions who you know, Thanos is looking after something, right? So in the next shot, you see a close-up of the amulet, which is where the Time Stone is. So he's looking for that. And then in the following shot, we see Scarlet Witch looking at Vision, who of course has the Mind Stone. And Tony Stark says something along the lines of, you know, I think we have some kind of advantage because he's coming for us, right? We're gonna use that to fight him. Anyways, meanwhile at Wakanda, we have Team Cap. Team Cap consists of course, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, and and a bunch of other people, a bunch of other Avengers team members. They're meeting with Black Panther. They're putting aside their differences after Captain America's Civil War, and now they're meeting Black Panther, the King of Wakanda, with the Dora Milaje. And then in the background, you don't just see Captain America, Black Widow. You see Falcon. You see War Machine, you see Bruce Banner, you see Vision, you see Scarlet Witch. So this is Team Cap, and they're going to be fighting in Wakanda. It's a very, very friendly friendly exchange of words, or a friendly greeting. It looks like there's no hostility there, although the Dora Milaje are always on edge when there's people around. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Oh, nice to see you, my love. I love Shuri. I'm totally in love with her. Shuri is back. I'm so happy to see her back, and I'm not sure how big or small her role is, but I'm at least glad to see that she will be in Avengers Infinity War. It's like almost like a direct tie-in, a direct follow-up to Black Panther. Meanwhile, in space, we see the Guardians, and where are they? It looks like they're in some kind of spaceship. Their ship, the Milano, docked onto the spaceship, and I'm not sure what spaceship this is, but we see Star-Lord meeting with Tony Stark with Drax, and they're talking about a plan. And Chris Pratt, in his usual hilarious fashion, he makes some hilarious comments, and then I love the reaction from Peter Parker. It's priceless. And then Drax, of course, doesn't make much expression, and then Tony Stark looks like, wow. Meanwhile, back in Wakanda, we have these Wakandan transports. They're using vibranium technology to transport across the fields, and I guess they're going towards where the battle is at. These transports are really, really cool. You got Black Panther and Cap, and they're transported with the soldiers of Wakanda. There's a close-up shot with Winter Soldier and Black Widow, and then and guess who else is gonna fight? We got Hulkbuster. Probably, I guess. Tony Stark lent the Hulkbuster suit to Bruce Banner, or to the team, and he's gonna it's gonna be piloted remotely, I guess, or on its own. And also, you see, I guess that would be War Machine, because in the trailers I didn't see Iron Man joining in the Wakandan battle, but I think that's War Machine and Falcon, and there's the Hulkbuster. It's a brand new Hulkbuster. This design looks obviously very, very different from the previous one that we saw in Age of Ultron. Obviously, Raccoon is going to be part of the Guardians, and they're meeting Thor. There's a lot of scenes where there's a bunch of scenes where you see Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians, and then followed up by shots of Thor, and so it looks like they meet together, because in the very first trailer, we do see that Thor and the Guardians do meet. There's Teenage Groot. Meanwhile, we have I don't know if this is Wakanda or another part of the world or another galaxy, but ships are crash landing down. What's very interesting is the next shot. Now we see Thanos in his armor, and the next shot shows him and a very small green hand. And who else? Who has green hand? Well, it's not Hulk. It's his adopted child, and that is Gamora. So this is obviously a flashback scene. It appears that Thanos is taking Gamora from her family, because you can see on the left, you can see the I guess another green-skinned being. I guess that could be her mother or something, or someone from her race. Okay, let's see what else we got. We have a scene where it appears that Thanos, I think that should be Thanos' hand, is like interrogating Thor. This could be a very bad scene, because I don't know what's going to happen here, but Kevin Feige did say that there's going to be Avengers deaths, and if they die, they stay dead. So something terrible is happening to Thor. Not sure what's going to happen, but it does look bad for him. And then Loki is spotted here, and Loki's spotted here with the Black Order. The Black Order are these minions that carry out the deeds of Thanos. So Loki is in cahoots with the bad guys, because he always was a bad guy. He might be Loki's stepbrother, or his half-brother, whatever you want to call it, but he always was evil. But he does have a little bit of good in him. So not sure how much damage he's going to do. Here's Thanos. He has the Tesseract in his hand, and then when he crushes it, it turns into the I think it's a Space Stone. Winter Soldier is getting cock-locked and ready to rock. Cap is I guess turning on his new shield. It's probably obviously Wakandan technology. And then Black Panther is getting ready to suit up. His helmet just materializes over his head. It's really, really cool. And then they're getting ready for battle. And they're using this vibranium technology to form a giant force field from those Thanos hellhounds, whatever we're gonna want to call it. So this shield's protecting them as much as they can before they breach it, getting ready for the battle. And finally, it looks like it will finally get breached because these hellhounds are just like crashing towards it, and there's a big explosion. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Gungan battle in Naboo. So they might have taken a few cues from there. Excuse me. Okay. So, this is a very interesting scene. This is very intriguing to me because I'm really not sure about the character dynamics of like who meets up with who and who is interacting with who. But it turns out that Doctor Strange is in some kind of weird environment which doesn't look very, very friendly, and he's creating like a kind of like a platform for Star-Lord to jump around. Either that, or he's letting him to wear those boots that his buddy Baron Mordo wore, because if you could check, if you look at the next shot, you see he's jumping around these imaginary these magical platforms, or he's using these boots, and so they're sharing a scene together where I really don't know where they are, but it looks like Thanos' spaceship is there, and he's doing a little bit of damage with his guns. This is a very, very bad scene. Once again, there's a possibility that something terrible could happen to one of our main guys. Scarlet Witch is looking over, and then we see Doctor Strange being tortured. But I'm thinking, like, it is this moment where Doctor Strange loses his Time Stone, so he won't be able to do any of that stuff he did at the end of Doctor Strange with Dormammu. So Thanos definitely has the Time Stone. Here's one of the Black Orders. And this is part of one of the scenes in the Wakanda battle. Hulkbuster armor is there, and it looks and Falcon joins the battle, but it looks like Hulkbuster is really gonna get owned, and I think that the Hulkbuster is gonna get completely destroyed because I don't think there's anybody in there. I really don't think anybody's in there because I think Tony Stark is dealing with other things in New York City with Doctor Strange and SpiderMan. So that's why this thing is gonna get totally totaled. Thanos is back in this scene. This looked like it could be the final climactic battle, and he's talking to Tony Stark. Tony Stark's bleeding edge armor is severely damaged because it can't seem to materialize over him entirely. It's just like halfway, and I think because of that, it could be the end for Iron Man. I hope it doesn't happen. You know, that's gonna be pretty shocking. And he's gonna like freaking Superman punch him, and then something in the Wakanda battle, Thanos is also there. It looks like he's everywhere. He's going up against Steve Rogers, and this is a pretty insane thing that's going on because it's Thanos against Captain America. So where are the other guys? Why aren't the other guys backing him up? He's got the Power Stone and the Space Stone, or Space Gem. He's missing a couple of stones here, and you know it makes sense. It makes sense that he's missing the last Infinity Stone, because if he has the final stone, the Soul Gem, then they're dead. Like, there's no movie. Like really, there's really no movie because he really has the complete Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, he would have had the complete Infinity Gauntlet, and he could just wipe out galaxies just like that, as Gamora says. So that's why there is no stone, and that's why that is that. Now, it looks like a pretty devastating scene because, like, he's, like, crushing... It looks like he's crushing him with no effort. And in the last shot, we see a close-up, and it looks pretty devastating. So, hope nothing happens to Cap. There's a funny scene, interaction between Spider-Man, or Iron Spider, and Doctor Strange meeting each other for the first time. A little bit of comedy here. And we're back to the scene where there's, like, this spaceship, a mysterious spaceship, and then Spider-Man's just flying through. Looks so cool. What a great scene. And there you have it. End scene. End trailer, rather. I'm super excited. I'm really super excited for this new movie. The 19th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No sign of Hawkeye, no sign of Ant-Man, but as far as I know, they're actually still in the movie. They filmed scenes there, but I think their role is very, very tiny. Hawkeye has to take care of his family, and then at the same time, Ant-Man is probably too tiny for us to even see him in this trailer. And plus, you know, it's just a trailer. It's just 2 minutes. It's not like it's going to give away the entire movie. I wouldn't want it to give away all that stuff. And I would like to see surprises of who actually shows up in this movie. So I'm happy with what I see. And from this point on, I'm not going to watch any more marketing. No more. I'm done. I've seen enough. The movie is like five or 6 weeks away. And I can't wait, but I can wait. I can't wait, meaning I'm not going to watch any more marketing for it, but I can't wait to see this movie. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this episode. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know how you feel about the new Avengers Infinity War trailer, and there you have it. Once this video is over, I'm going to go blow my nose. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.